Good morning, children. Yesterday I have told you about different eating habits of the animals. This you have studied tomorrow. Norse, squirrel, rabbit, rats, all they know their food. The second is the animals that swallow their food as whole, like frog, lizard, and snake. They swallow their food as a whole. They do not cut or bite them before eating. Now animals which tear the flesh of other animals like lions and tiger, they have sharp canine teeth which help them in tearing the flesh, and they have broad and strong back teeth that helps them to chew the food. So this also you have done. And we come to animals that eat and chew grass like ruminants. Yesterday I have told you cow, buffalo, goat, these are the ruminant animals, and they chew the cud twice. They first cut and bite the food and swallow it, and after they finish eating, they sit at some place and start rotating their mouth, chewing the cud. They bring back the food from their stomach to mouth, and the second time they chew the food that they have eaten, and this is called chewing of the cud twice, or these type of animals are ruminants. Now next, animals that take in liquid food like mosquitoes, butterfly, they take their liquid food like mosquito bite human beings and suck the blood. Butterflies sit on the flowers and suck the nectar with the proboscis or tube-like structure. So they suck liquid food. Now today I am going to explain you about food chain. Food chain means, just see here in the picture you can see, the first one is grains or plant. You can see the plant or grain is eaten by rat. Further, the food of rat is grains. Now the food of snake is rat. Rat is eaten by snake. So rat is food of snake. And in the next step you see, snake is eaten by eagle. So snake is food of eagle. So this is for food chain. The first one is the food of second one, the second is the food of third one, and third is the food of fourth one. Similarly, if you take another example like grass, you take grass. Grass is eaten by grasshopper. Grasshoppers are eaten by frog. Frogs are eaten by snake, and snake is eaten by peacock. So the first one is the food of second one. Here also you can see it is also a type of food chain. So when we call food chain a chain that show how plants are eaten by animals and then animals are eaten by other animals is called food chain. So in a food chain, the first one is the food of the next one. So this is food chain, and this keeps the balance in nature. Just think, children, if there is no eagle, there will be lot of snakes on the earth roaming here and there. So to control the population of snake, eagle is necessary. Now just think, if there is no snake, then what will happen? The population of rat will increase and they will destroy many things. So to control their population, snake is needed, and it helps in controlling population of snake. Now grains are eaten by rat. So all are interrelated with each other, and this food chain is very necessary to control the population or to keep the limit in the rise of population of any of the animals. So a food chain always begins with plant, because plants make their own food. So we can say that all animals depend on plants directly or indirectly. Indirectly we can say directly cow, goat, deer, buffalo, all these are herbivore animals and they directly get their food from plants and animals. But all carnivore animals, flesh eating animals, they depend on grass eating animals for their food. So the animals, those who are eating grass, getting nutrients from grass, but lion cannot eat grass. Lion is eating grass eating animals, so the food is stored in the body of grass eating animals is utilized by lion or carnivore animals. So in this way we can say that animals either directly or indirectly depend on plants for their food. Okay children, now we come to the next heading, that is care for domestic and pet animals. If you keep a dog or cat in your home, horse or not horse, cow or goat in your home, cow, goat, these are domestic animal and they give something to us, like they give milk and meat. But dogs and cats are pet animals, they guard our house. And if we are keeping either domestic or pet animals in our house, we need to take care of them by giving them proper and clean food, clean water, and if they are anyhow unhealthy or ill, we used to take them to veterinary doctor and give them medicines. So in this way, domestic animals and pet animals kept in home must be cared properly. Okay children, chapter is complete. Tomorrow we'll continue doing exercises.